In this video, we will discuss about Ascaris Lumbricoides, also known as the giant roundworm. What is Ascaris Lumbricoides? It is the largest intestinal nematode. It often grows up to 25 centimeters or more. What is ascariosis? It is the infection caused by Ascaris Lumbricoides. Its symptoms depend on the location of the worms in the body. It is usually asymptomatic in case of light infections. In the early phase, the focus of infection is usually the lungs. In the late phase, the focus of infections is usually the GI tract. Early phase of ascariosis. The disease that occurs in early phase is Ascaris pneumonia. It occurs due to migration of the larva through the lungs. During its life cycle, larval antigens cause a tissue reaction in the lungs, leading to signs and symptoms of Loeffler syndrome. That is, cough, wheezing, and occasionally hemoptysis. Blood tests will show eosinophilia. Chronic phase of ascariosis. Gastrointestinal problems. Ascaris worms do not attach to the intestinal wall. They live in the lumen of intestine, and live on food ingested by patients. They eventually grow in size and cause obstruction of gastrointestinal lumen, mostly at ileocecal orifice. They rarely cause obstruction of pancreatic duct. Epidemiology. Ascaris infection is very common worldwide, most common in the tropics. Mode of transmission. It is transmitted by fecal-oral route. This occurs by ingestion of food or water contaminated with eggs of Ascaris from human feces. Life cycle of Ascaris Lumbricoides. Embryonated eggs are ingested by the human. Eggs hatch in the duodenum of small intestine. Larvae penetrate the wall of the small bowel, and migrate through the portal circulation through the liver to the heart. Then from heart, they travel to lungs. They reach lungs capillaries, and enter the alveolar spaces. Then, larvae migrate up to trachea and cause coughing. Coughing causes swallowing of larvae into the GI tract. Larvae reach the small intestine. Again, they mature there into adults. Adult worms lay eggs that are passed into feces. These eggs are ingested by other humans, from food and water contaminated with these feces containing eggs, and the cycle repeats again. Diagnosis. Following lab tests confirm it: stool for ova and parasites. It shows positive detection of worm eggs, and often for adult worms in stool. Sputum examination. It is positive for a larva of worms, if they are in the phase of migration through the lungs. Differential leukocyte count, DLC, shows eosinophilia. Treatment. Drugs like albendazole, mebendazole, or ivermectin. Supportive therapy during pneumonitis. It includes bronchodilators and corticosteroids. Obstructions may require surgical or endoscopic extraction of the worms.